Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and it's actually not cold and it's not hot, and I'm like cool with that. I have a 12 by 24 inch canvas, and I have just been very fortunate to try my first large painting in a long time, and that was a 24 by 36 inch canvas, and it inspired me to want to do another. And I'm going to use that white pearl at the bottom next to the purple so that I can keep my neon colors. But my general idea was not to do any of that so much as it was to use a dominantly yellow painting. So we'll see how that goes since it's not really going there right yet. But it could happen still. Not sure it's going to happen sideways like that. What else do I have? I have a different color yellow that's not coming out. I got some of it coming now. I've got a bunch of oranges, all of which I like. So much for the yellow theme. All pretty well gone now. I've got some black, or maybe instead of black I will use, yes, cool, the dark purple and the Prussian blue. Just going for a slightly different, come on, color scheme. And I've been starting to think about and saying that I would take the top right off my bottle and dump some paint in. And so I will, right there. And then getting it back on is the problem. So what else do I want there? Do I want to put something right in the middle of that? That's a color shift by Folk Art that I love, lately especially, but it's hard to find. It's a sky blue color. I think I'm going to have to get some shipped. Okay, so what else? I can see that my yellow hasn't been super dominant and I want some more of it, but I was thinking that I was going to do something really simple and just drag this from one end to the other in a straight out stripe. Let's see if I can make myself do that. I like those colors, that's for sure. They're fun. I didn't put any black in there. Do I want some black? Do I want some other color? I'm over here doing heinous things. Okay, so let's just do what I said I was going to do with a straight stripe, but I am going to add whatever color I want to see at this end along the edge, which is going to be a pearl, a shimmering magenta, and maybe waggle some other stuff in there because I can. And I'm going to let it tip up and flow evenly as best I can right across the edge. This is all about the colors. And the flow. And I have said before, and I will say again, if I don't like everything that I'm seeing in that dustpan, I am bound and determined to fix it. Let it run right back in. Come right back out. And take a tool that somebody sent me, because I can't reach my other tools right now. And I am going to let that flow down. I don't have any paint on the bottom of that particularly. Why not just do something simple once in a while? I've been doing simple for a little while now with these dustpan pours. I think I'm just going to use whatever comes to hand right here. I I got some yellow. I just got a lot of other stuff too. Just scoop it up. Whoops. Blob it down. I like that blue. I'm thinking some of that blue isn't going to hurt my feelings, and it'll make me feel better about doing that blob right there. And then if I want, I can take some of this beautiful purple that I can see wants to come and play. So that was just a straight dustpan pour. It was a little technical, as in be careful as you go. And I'm not usually willing to take the first thing I get, so I don't mind that I had to add some things. They're not bothering me a bit. I am tempted by colors I want to see though. Hopefully I don't change my mind about them being the ones I want to see. Nope, that's not bothering me. I like it. I do like the orange and the pink together, but I think that it may require a waggle from a bamboo skewer to make it really what I want it to be. I could go sideways too. No, that's pretty slick. I like it. It's simple, it's slick. I know it didn't take long. We have 10 whole minutes left, so I'm just going to keep playing with it for a while. I'm sure I have exactly what I want. And I'm going to have a look at that blue stripe on the other side and decide that I like it so much that I'm going to edge everything in it. Add a little evening out perspective. And since this is my favorite neon folk art, I thought Dick Blick had a comparable one, but it doesn't have the same kind of color saturation. So I really like this one. Yeah, that's pretty simple. I've wanted to do a scape like this, like landscape sort of, you know, whatever scape. I'm going to put some Prussian blue over here because I like how that looks nearby. And I want to draw the eye down from that nice streak in the center right to the edge. I know the colors are mixed, and I could honestly probably spiral some things, and I might not mind that at all. I think I'm just going to keep playing with the Prussian blue for a while. I don't know if it'll stay. Sometimes they sink. I kind of want a little bit more. I'm becoming very addicted to Prussian blue. It just has such great drama to it, and it never looks entirely black. I can't believe I just did that. Okay, well, that's what gesso's for. I have recently discovered, if you must, you must. Fix. I may have to coat the whole thing with black gesso, but at least I will get rid of my smears. And it's not that hard a thing to do. You can even do it with a brush. I'm just running those two lines together. Now I'm going to look at the other side and see if I want to keep going. Actually, I want a little bit of this Color Shift turquoise by Folk Art in there too. And I don't mind the odd dot in the body of the work. It's the ones on the black that bother me. It sort of makes me want some more dots, but I'm not so sure I want to do that right now. Yeah, well, there we go. Be careful what you wish for, right? I like to think that it's an opportunity as opposed to a mistake. Most of the time. You can make it into something that's wanted. Come out without swallowing everything. So, for all intents and purposes, it was a nice long stripe, but I did actually accent it the way I wanted to, touching up my ends really quick. I might as well tell you, if you like what I do, there's more than 400 more videos. If you can find them on my playlist, that's the place to look. I think I want some white pearl up there. And where there's a white pearl, I'm probably going to put a little pink. As long as it doesn't sink away completely. Oh yeah, I really do like the pink. Wow. Well, I've got plenty of time to play if I want to. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I wonder if I can blow. I was going to say widen, widen the pink stripe. I know I lose this pink every time I want to keep it with the white, but maybe we'll just blow some rivulets, whatever. Cautiously, because I really don't want to lose any of my pretty colors, my favorite colors here. I'm not unhappy with that. What do I want to do with it? Something? Maybe? See, this is drawing my eye right down. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah. Hopefully I can keep some of it. I have it torched, and that will be kind of neat, because we will release some cells, hopefully. So I'm taking what I started with, which is accidental, and making it more on purpose. And now I really like the way that goes. So, since I've actually allowed myself to take some time, I think that's my favorite part of this. These dustpan pours is I can take the time I need to play with them, and I can see what I have. I know I said I like that dot, but I lied. I could put dots elsewhere though. I could put a dot right there, because you'd hardly notice it. I don't know if we'll get any cells or not. I did tip it somewhat so that everything was agitated enough. I don't know if I can stand how uneven that is right there. I may have to do something with it. It doesn't look as uneven from this side, but it is. You know, there's probably very few places that in abstract art where something should be symmetrical and even, but it's my OCD kicking in. So what can I say? And I love this color shift turquoise, and having an excuse to use it makes me happy anyway, so I'm good. Can't get enough of it. I don't think I need much else, but I probably didn't need anything right out of the gate either. Just gonna let those blend together. I could have left a black stripe or some gaps, which I could still probably do if I wanted to. Just call it a runner. Make a carpet out of it. So what do I see that I want to change? Anything? I can never get enough gold. So I'm not going to bother worrying about if I add some or not. I kind of like it, actually. Doesn't have to be a lot, just some. And maybe just a little at one end. Kind of hoping for more cells. I guess if I do this again, I could always think about using the Rainix, which I never talk about anymore. But the Rainix is cool. I want some of that purple right down there, right at that end. And I use GAC 800 religiously in all of my mixes, so that if it's thick, it won't dry with cracks in it. Now I'll clean that tomorrow. This will be getting some gesso. Black gesso is not inexpensive, but it's well worth having if you're going to work with black canvases, because it's not that hard to fix. You don't need to fix the interior when you have gaps in there, in my opinion anyway. But it's nice to be able to fix the edges. I'm having too much fun. I don't want to stop. And the timer's going to go off. And then I'm going to have to tell you about the Teespring clothing that I'm attempting to augment my income with a little bit. And you will help the studio if you decide to go shopping there, and that would be awesome with me. I do sell my artwork, so if you're interested in purchasing anything, just talk to me and we can have a chat. I'll send you an email and it'll be all good. There's albums of YouTube wet and dry artworks underneath the video at the very bottom on Facebook, and a link there also for my Pinterest and my Instagram. The recipe for the paint, for the acrylic paint mixture, is in the body of the description underneath the video. I'm pretty happy with all of this. I know I keep saying that and then changing it, but I don't mind changing it either. It's getting more and more exciting for me. I like it. And we will probably run out of time before I want to be done, but I love the yellow in there. I'm so glad I decided to start with that as my potential theme. It doesn't bother me a bit. I think I ought to call it good though. Don't you? So this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio saying thank you very much for all the contributions that have kept me going. And if you decide you'd like to help support the studio and do that, there is almost always a contest going on the North American continent where I will give away one of 3 paintings and you get to make the choice, which is pretty cool. That's bothering me and I'm not sure why. It's just drawing my eye like a son of a gun. And maybe if I add a little something next to it, it will be less so. I'm sure I've forgotten something. There's over 400 videos, so if you like what I do, go find my playlist. And don't forget, if you want to subscribe, to ring the bell so you get notifications. I'm not that easy to find lately, but I'm worth the trouble. So I love you guys. I hope you keep coming back. I hope you keep making comments. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer them. That was at least not another schmutz. And I just want to keep torching and see what happens, but I don't think anything's going to happen, so we're good to go. I should check. Oh yeah, I have a book called Because I Can on the Amazon link below the video where you can find all my spatulas. And if you're looking for anything in particular, just ask me if you can't find a link. Please give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. It's supposed to help me out, and I could use a little help right now. Appreciate you guys being here, and I'm going to try and zoom in for a second. There we go. And if I'm here long enough, then you can see everything I can see. Yeah. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now. Priscilla out.